Okay, let me ask you something, and I want you to really think about this. When was the last time you just got out of bed? Like, swung your legs over, put your feet on the floor, and just stood up. No wincing, no grabbing the nightstand, no doing that awkward tiptoe shuffle to the bathroom like your feet forgot how to work overnight. If you're over 50, especially if you're in your 60s or 70s, you probably can't even remember what that feels like. Because for you, that first step in the morning, it's like stepping barefoot onto crushed glass or a rusty nail. That sharp stabbing pain in your heel just takes your breath away. And here's what really gets me. So many people just accept it. They go, well, I'm getting older. My feet have carried me for decades. This is just how it is now. No, it is absolutely not just how it is now. And here's the kicker. The thing you're probably doing right now to fix it, the thing every article, every doctor's office handout, every well-meaning friend has told you to do, it's making it worse. I'm talking about aggressively stretching your calves first thing in the morning. What if I told you that doing that is actually tearing the very tissue you're trying to heal? Think about it like this. Picture a rope that's already a little bit frayed. It's been sitting in the cold all night, coiled up tight. Now you grab both ends and yank on it as hard as you can. You're not fixing that rope, you're ripping it apart. That's exactly what's happening inside your foot. So today, we're done with that. We're throwing out the aggressive stretching. Instead, I'm going to show you 3 gentle, fast fixes you can do every single morning to erase that heel pain and rebuild the foundation of your feet. We're counting down from 3 to 1, and I saved the most powerful one for last. In fact, exercise number 1 is a 60-second bedside secret you have to do before your feet ever touch the ground. If you skip it, honestly, everything else is kind of pointless. And if you stick with me to the very end, I'm going to share a hidden mistake you're making with something sitting in your closet right now. A mistake that's secretly bringing your heel pain back every single afternoon. But real quick, before we jump in, if this is helpful, or if you know someone, a spouse, a parent, a friend, who dreads getting out of bed because of this pain, just tap that like button. That one little click helps YouTube push this video out to thousands of other people, waking up in agony and not knowing there's a simple fix. Thank you. Seriously. Okay, let's get to work. Understanding what's actually happening. Before we do anything, you need to understand the simple mechanics here so you don't accidentally hurt yourself. On the bottom of your foot, running from your heel bone all the way to your toes, there's this thick band of tissue called the plantar fascia. Think of it like a bowstring on a bow. Its whole job is to support your arch and act as your body's personal shock absorber. During the day, while you're walking and moving, that tissue is warm and working. But at night, you're still 4, 7, 8 hours. Your feet are just resting under the blankets. And during all that time, that band of tissue cools down, shortens up, and gets incredibly stiff. Okay, so check out this analogy because it really makes it click. Imagine a jar of honey you left in the fridge overnight. It gets thick, stiff, it barely moves. That is exactly what's happening to the tissue inside your foot while you sleep. Then the alarm goes off. You sit up, put your feet on the floor, and stand up with your full body weight. Boom! That cold, stiff honey is suddenly forced to bear 150, 200 pounds in a fraction of a second. It can't stretch fast enough, so it pulls violently against your heel bone. That pulling creates tiny micro tears. That's the stabbing pain you feel. This is the simple reason why we never, ever forcefully stretch a cold foot. We have to warm it up first. We have to melt the honey. Exercise 3, the seated towel scrunch. All right, let's start our countdown. Exercise number 3, the seated towel scrunch. The whole point of this one is to wake up all those tiny muscles in your foot that have basically been asleep for years. All you need is a small hand towel and a chair. Sit down, back straight, feet flat on the floor. Lay the towel out in front of you. Put your foot on the edge of it. Now, your job is to use your toes to grab that towel and scrunch it toward you, bunching it up under your arch. But wait, there's a mistake here that trips everybody up. Don't just curl your toes down like a stiff claw. That's a one-way ticket to a foot cramp. Here's the secret. First, spread your toes out wide, like a fan. Reach forward with those spread toes, grab the towel as far away as you can, and then gently pull it toward you. Think of your toes as fingers picking up something delicate off the floor. Reach, grab, pull. Reach, grab, pull. Now, your towel might barely move at first. Your toes might feel completely disconnected from your brain. You might feel a little cramp starting in your arch. Don't panic, that's totally normal. It just means those muscles that have been neglected for decades are finally getting the memo to wake up and do their job. If your foot cramps, just stop. Give the arch a little massage with your hand and try again, softer. Do this for about 2 minutes on each foot. Over time, you'll be able to scrunch that entire towel up easily. And what you're building here is a muscular support system under your foot, like scaffolding. When those muscles are strong, your plantar fascia doesn't have to do all the heavy lifting, and the tension on your heel drops dramatically. Exercise 2, the stretch and deep knead. Okay, moving on. Exercise number 2. This is a two-parter, and it's awesome. We've woken up the muscles underneath. Now we need to deal with the stiffness on top and flush the whole foot with fresh blood. Part 1, the stretch. Stay seated. Take your left foot and cross it over your right knee, making that figure 4 shape. If your hips are stiff and that's tough, no worries. Just use a low stool or stack some books in front of you to rest your foot on. Whatever gets your foot where you can reach it. Now, grab the top of your foot, let your palm cover your toes, and gently pull them down toward the sole of your foot. You're tucking the toes under. You should feel this deep, satisfying release along the front of your shin, your ankle, and the top of your foot. But here's the thing. Don't pull until it hurts. We're looking for about a 4 out of 10 intensity. A comfortable, sweet stretch. Nothing sharp. And remember this number, 30 seconds. Hold it for 30 full seconds. That's not random. That's the minimum time your nervous system needs to get the memo and say, okay, we're safe. We can let go of this tension. Breathe deeply while you hold it. Part 2, the deep knead. Don't put your foot down yet. We're going right into a deep tissue massage. With your free hand, grab your foot and start making deep, squeezing movements. Compress the foot from top to bottom, simultaneously. Think of it like you're kneading thick bread dough. Now, here's a mistake I see all the time. Don't just lightly slide your hands over the skin like you're petting a cat. If your hands are just gliding across the surface, you're not reaching the deep tissue where the stagnation actually lives. You need firm, steady pressure. Not painful, but firm enough that you feel the muscles moving under your hands. Work your way from the base of the toes all the way down to the heel and back up. About a minute per foot. When you're done, put your left foot down and just feel the difference between the 2 feet. The one you just worked on will feel warmer, flatter, wider. It's pretty wild. Now switch sides. Right ankle over left knee. Stretch for 30 seconds, knead for 1 minute. Exercise 1, the Bedside Fascia Flush. Okay, here we go. This is the big one. Exercise number 1. I really need you to let this sink in. Read it twice if you have to. This exercise is completely useless if you do it after you stand up. It has to be done while you are still lying in bed. Non-negotiable. Remember the cold honey? Your plantar fascia is stiff and shortened after a whole night of sleep. If you stand on it while it's cold, it tears. Game over. So here's what you do. When you wake up tomorrow morning, do not throw off the covers and jump up. Stay lying down. Bring your foot up where you can reach the bottom of it. Bend your knee out to the side if you need to. Keep the leg relaxed. When the muscle is relaxed, it's soft and pliable, allowing us to work much deeper. Now, take both thumbs and place them right where the hard bone of your heel meets the softer tissue of your arch. That's the exact spot where 90% of your pain lives. Press in firmly. And now, slowly, slide both thumbs up along the arch toward your toes. One long, deep stroke. Imagine you're using your thumbs like a heavy iron, smoothing out a badly wrinkled shirt. Or like you're squeezing every last drop of toothpaste out of the tube from bottom to top. You are literally warming up that cold honey. You're manually lengthening the tissue. You're pushing out stagnant fluid and pulling in fresh, warm blood before your foot ever has to hold your body weight. But here's the mistake to watch for. Do not rush this. Don't just rub your foot back and forth quickly. That's just friction on the skin. It has to be a slow, deep, intentional stroke from heel to toes. One pass. Lift your thumbs. Back to the heel. Press in. Repeat. Do 15 to 20 slow passes on each foot. By the time you finish, the bottom of your foot will feel physically warm to the touch. The honey has melted. The fascia has been safely stretched. Now, when you finally swing your legs over and stand up, your tissue is ready. The shock absorber is engaged. The blood is flowing. And that blinding, stabbing pain dramatically reduced. The hidden mistake, your shoes. All right, you've done the work, but I promised to tell you about a hidden mistake that could silently undo all of your progress, and it's probably sitting in your closet right now. Take a good, hard look at your shoes. The ones you wear around the house, the ones you walk in. Most shoes today have this narrow, tapered, pointy toe box that squishes all your toes together. And think about it. No matter how much we train those foot muscles with towel scrunches, no matter how beautifully we massage the fascia, if we then lock that foot into a tight, narrow vise for 8 hours a day, the fascia strains, the arch collapses, the heel pain comes right back. The fix is so simple. Get shoes with a wide toe box. Your toes should be able to spread out completely, no overlapping, no squishing. They need to splay with every step, working as natural shock absorbers. And here's a bonus tip. Walk barefoot around your house as much as possible. Different textures and surfaces stimulate thousands of nerve endings in the bottom of your feet, keeping your brain alert and those muscles firing. Bonus, the 60-second morning hydration protocol. Since you've stuck with me this far, I want to give you one more thing. A 60-second bonus that multiplies everything we've just done. Here's something most people don't realize. Your cartilage and tendons don't have their own direct blood supply. They rely on the fluids around them for nutrition and repair. And after 7 or 8 hours of sleep, your whole body is dehydrated. Those fluids are thick and sluggish. So here's what you do. Right after your bedside massage, as soon as you stand up, walk to the kitchen and drink 1 full glass of room temperature water. Not ice cold. Room temperature gets absorbed much faster. And while you're drinking it, hold the counter for balance and do 10 slow ankle circles with each foot. That's it. Water plus gentle movement. It pumps fresh, hydrating fluids straight into your stiff joints and tendons. It's like oiling a rusty hinge from the inside out. 60 seconds. Your feet and your knees will thank you. The 7-day challenge. Look, I know that when something hurts every single morning, it's so easy to lose hope. It's easy to look at the floor beside your bed with dread and think your best, most active days are behind you. But I see it happen every single day. People in their 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s who started with stiff, agonizing heels. And within just a few weeks of doing exactly this, they're walking with confidence again. Walking through the grocery store without leaning on the cart. Playing with their grandchildren without wincing. Your feet aren't broken. They're just neglected. They're waiting for you to give them the right kind of attention. So here's my challenge to you. Try this for just 7 mornings. That's it. 7 days. 1. Do the bedside fascia flush before you stand up. 2. Drink your room temperature water with ankle circles. 3. Sit down and do the towel scrunch, the stretch, and the knead. Mark it on your calendar, and after 7 days, come back to this video and tell me how you feel in the comments. Did the stabbing pain start fading by day 3? Day 4? Did your first steps feel lighter? I personally read every single comment, and your progress story might be the exact spark of hope that convinces someone else not to give up on their body. If this helped you understand your feet a little better, hit that like button. It helps this reach other people waking up in pain who don't know there's a simple solution. And if you haven't subscribed yet, join us. We post practical, science-backed guides for older adults every single week. So, when you really think about it, it all comes down to this. Your feet have carried you bravely through your entire life. Every job, every vacation, every single step you've ever taken. Now it's your turn to carry them. Trust your body, be patient with yourself. And I'll see you in the next one.